Hey guys, it's Dawn here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Anyways, okay, so I have an experiment about salt, and after 2 years, yeah, this experiment has been going on for 2 years, and now I have a conclusion. And the conclusion for salt is that we're back to the Redmond Rock crushed loose mineral salt. So the reason why you want a loose salt is because the salt blocks, you can't trust the horse to actually use it. Lacer doesn't. How's that? This is the, red salt and loose. So you can't trust them to use a salt block, so you got to put it in their grain and stuff. You have better control, you know exactly what's going on and all that. So there's a whole big controversy about salt. And basically the thing is, there was a lot of people believe that the iron, it's a loose mineral salt. So there are lots of different minerals in here. And a lot of people think that the iron is bad for barefoot and I don't know, too much iron in the diet and all that stuff, right? So the stuff that it has 91%, let me see if I can show you. 91% salt, 0.35 calcium, there's phosphorus, magnesium, potassium, sulfur. Minor minerals in parts per million, it's iodine, iron, copper, and zinc. So here's the thing. The trace minerals and stuff, you can't really know what is going on with them. They're trace, they're supposed to be small, and there are certain ratios that the different minerals and stuff will, different ratios and relationships between those and the body. It's super complicated, and I don't think we humans even understand all of the relationships that it has with each other. Like, whether or not you ingest it doesn't mean that that is how much is absorbed, because it depends on the ratio and it depends on how much is already in the bloodstream or whatever. The body has natural ways to balance it and all that. So when we try to balance things out in the body, sometimes we don't get it right. And so what happened is, because everyone was saying, oh, the iron is bad in that salt, you got to take them off and all that. So I said, okay, I'm going to try it out. So for about 2 years, we went back to white salt after being on red salt for our whole entire, we've always used red salt. But the last 2 years went back to white salt. I haven't been happy with the results. It's very, very minor, very slight difference, but I did see a decrease in his hoof quality and his coat and a few other minor things. You can't really put your, finger on it. But then what really made a difference is, when I'm out and about, he gets free reign of the property. So I noticed that he has started going to a section of my property and licking this hard packed dirt that I have there. And so I don't like that, because my whole thing is set up so that he doesn't ingest sand and dirt and all that stuff. But when they ingest dirt and licking muddy water or drinking muddy water, really craving like muddy waters or dirt and stuff, it could be a sign of that they're looking for minerals that they need, or they're looking for microbes, probiotics, microbes, something for their gut, okay? So when I saw him do it, even though it killed me, I didn't stop him, because I'm like, I'm going to try this. So I got the Redmond salt. Oops. Okay. So I got the Redmond salt you saw earlier. Okay. So I got that, and I put him back on that without changing anything, without ever saying anything to him about don't eat that dirt, I just put him on that, and then it stopped all on its own. It just stopped. And it took, I'd say, 2 days of him being on that salt, and then it just stopped on its own. And it was funny because I think on day 3 or 4 or 5, I saw him make a beeline for that hill that has that hard packed dirt, and it's only at this one particular spot that he just goes to town. He just keeps licking which is really weird because he's never licked salt blocks or anything. So it was just bizarre, right? But anyways, he made a beeline at day 3, 4, or 5, or maybe all of those, for that spot. And I was watching and I'm like, oh, darn it. He's still going for that dirt. And then he kind of stood there like, nah, I don't need it. Why did I? It was almost like it was just a force of habit because he had been licking that dirt for so long. And then when he finally got there, he's like, nah, I don't really need. So he did that for like the first week. I saw that behavior, but he didn't lick it anymore. And then now he doesn't even go there anymore. He's doing other stuff. So that has completely stopped, and that is why I'm really happy with the Redmonds, because it's hard. I hate giving advice on supplements and stuff because it's just hard to tell what your horse needs. Everyone is going to be individual. It's going to depend on what they eat and what they drink and how much exercise they get. So everybody is going to be different. And, one supplement that works for me isn't necessarily going to work for someone else, because if the supplement works for me, it's because the horse was lacking in whatever it was. So I supplemented it, and then there wasn't a lacking. Everything was full again. Then it works for me, right? But the next horse, if that's not the specific thing that they were lacking, then you're not going to see an improvement. Doesn't mean that the supplement is bad. It just meant that wasn't what your horse was lacking. And one of the things, exercise is really important, because I think that exercise is actually one of the methods that the body uses to self-regulate. When they sweat, they lose a ton of salt, and with that, they also lose other things, other minerals, either through their sweat, their urine. They're drinking more, so they're urinating more, right? More in and out, more chances for the body to flush and to balance out what's going on in their system. So exercise is really important, and then obviously what goes in, and food and water. So anyways, long thing short, but it's something that I really wanted to get to the bottom of. And to me, even though there is iron in this salt, and I don't think that it's enough to say that it's bad. In fact, I saw an improvement in his hooves after putting him back on this salt. So whatever it is, these minerals, Lacer, thumbs up from Lacer. It is Lacer approved. He likes it, and it works for us. So that's what we're back to using. If you just get red salt, livestock red salt, you can do that too. But the quality of the Redmonds is just good. I really like the quality. And you don't see me endorse products often, but it's also because I rarely have enough ground to stand on where I feel confident that I can. And in this I do. But another reason why is because you can buy the Redmond sea salt for human consumption. And when you do that, you can do the test for yourself. If you've always been having plain white table salt, and then you switch to their Redmond, loose mineral sea salt for human consumption, start taking that and see how you feel. I did that. That was another part of my experiment, and I liked it. My body says yes to that salt. So that's another way that you can tell. And of course, it's gonna be minor. It's not like a life change. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I became beautiful because, No, it's very minor, but it is there. It is there, and I was able to see it. So anyways, that's my thoughts. And whatever you do, even, you know, whatever salts that you choose, salt is very important in their diet, especially right now when we're getting our triple digit heat and stuff like that. Everyone needs to have a salt supplemented into their grain, and loose salt. Don't just rely on the block, right? It is necessary. It does tons of benefits. You can read up on all of that, but it is something that is a must have. And so when there's something like that that's a must have and is so important, then you know it's worth a mention. All right, so there you go. Hope that helps. Let me know if there are any questions, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye bye.